What's up, guys? Before we get started, we want to let you know about our sponsor, Fresh Prince.
You guys need new uniforms for the upcoming sports season or want to have a matching shirt for the big family reunion? Maybe have a cool design that you also want on a shirt. Fresh Prince has got you covered for all your screen printing or embroidery needs.
Yeah, so go to freshprinceinc.com. That's fresh, P-R-I-N-T-Z, Inc.com, or check them out on Facebook to see what they have to offer. Again, that's Fresh Prince with a Z, Inc.com. Now, let's party.
Yo, I was in the shower. Call me back.
What's up, guys? I'm Josh.
I'm Jared.
And as always, we have the man behind the ones and the twos, the wizard to our Oz, BJ.
What up, Beach?
What's up, BJ? And this is the Melon Party. You can find us on social media platforms that include and only include Facebook and Instagram under the Melon Party line, tag, whatever. And on our Facebook page, we have our store, so you can get some cups and shirts and hoodies.
Get the merch,
and
dog.
all
It's
kinds
dope.
of cool little merch. We got dog bowls, percentage. All the profits of the dog bowls will go to a shelter here in Greenwood. So pick up those and help us help some doggies.
Get your pet spayed and neutered to help control the pet population.
Yeah, that's good too. Or just or if you're gonna get a dog, let's make sure you know what you're getting. Like we've got a couple German Shepherds. We knew what we were getting. We looked into it. We investigated before we got the German Shepherds. We had an understanding, and I think that's a big issue with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead, Jared. Hit him with the phone number and the email.
Yo, you can always call us on the Melon Party hotline, 317-520-3168, or shoot us an email at themelonpartypod@gmail.com.
So in today's episode, we're not going to do like one big topic. We're just going to kind of, what we call it, shoot the shit about a few different
Little
things.
odds, a little ins, a little nicks, a little gnats, a little here, a little there. Why not? Let's do it.
I'm going to start out with I found something out recently that I found really interesting. And I shouldn't say really interesting because it's not going to change your life or anything, but it is kind of fun. So do you know the director Simon West, Jared?
Simon West. The name sounds familiar, but I don't. It's not jumping out at me as super memorable. No, who is he? Who's Simon West?
Simon West is a director.
Okay.
He has done quite a few different movies.
Mm-hmm.
So we've seen him direct movies like Expendables 2.
Okay.
Um,
Action extravaganza.
yeah, so he's done. Hold on,
It's
sorry.
kind of like a B-movie director kind of guy.
Yeah, I would say B movie. I would say so. Like Expendables 2. He did The General's Daughter from 1999.
Oh, with Travolta in it. Okay.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good movie.
What else? And so there's some things like that, but it's very the Lara Croft Tomb Raider movie.
Okay, the very first one.
He did that one.
Didn't that have like that one? Daniel Craig in it before he was Bond.
Was it?
Yeah, Daniel Craig was in that.
When a Stranger Calls, he did the 2006, the remake, not the original.
Okay.
The original's really
Sure,
good.
yeah,
and Stranger
for
Calls
sure.
is really good.
Okay.
He's
He's
let me
done
see
some
what
stuff.
else.
He's
Yeah.
all over the place.
Yeah, he's
done a few different things.
What he's mostly known for
Uh-huh.
is he is the director of Con Air.
Con Air.
He is the director of Con Air.
Hell
now,
yeah.
that Con Air
That's
was
probably where I remember his name from.
Yeah.
Con Air rules.
yeah. So that was his very first movie directing debut.
What? He
Okay.
got Con Air was his
Con
debut?
Air, yeah, and I got to say he knocked it out of the park.
Well, hell yeah, dude.
He did a
Con
great
Air's
job.
a sick movie. How are you going to give this dude his first movie, that ensemble cast? That's crazy.
with Nicolas Cage, a brand new director, because Nicolas Cage
Bro.
only worked for certain people
Yo,
too.
Nick's going to bring it.
I do have a side note about Con Air real fast.
Go ahead.
John Malkovich had this writer at his house. Did you hear this story?
No. Go ahead.
So, John Malkovich had this writer at his house. Can't remember the writers. And then he's never read a script. And then so Malkovich gets a script for Con Air, reads like 2 or 3 pages for whatever, and just throws it. And the writer asks him, I'm paraphrasing, like, so And I think he was like, the script is terrible. I'm never going to do it. And then the writer read it or whatever. Then they toss it to the side. And then the writer asked him, was like, so you're not going to do that movie? He's like, of course I'm going to do this movie.
It's Malkovich, baby.
Give me the paycheck.
He's like, it don't matter,
boy.
man. Malkovich will make it or something.
Dude, Malkovich killed it, and that is Cyrus the Virus.
So Con Air, Simon West, Con Air, very first movie director debut. He had one directing accolade before Con Air. Do you know what that accolade was? It wasn't a movie because Con Air was his first movie.
it's probably like a music video, I bet.
It was a music video.
Because that's how a lot of guys get started.
Which
Like Spike
music
Jones.
video?
Okay, like
Spike Jones, definitely. He's the king of music videos.
well,
That
like
dude
what I'm
was
saying,
fresh.
like he's insane, like, and that's how he got his start. Like a lot of guys get their, like Michel Gondry did a lot of crazy like music videos as well. Dang, it could be anything. I don't know.
It's a huge song.
I'm sure it is if they gave him Con Air,
Yeah.
you know,
So-
for his first major.
So Simon West.
Let's say like it's I'll say Michael and Janet Jackson's Scream. You remember how big
Oh,
that
yeah, that
video
was- that
was? That was like
dope.
the most expensive video of all time
Hype
when
Williams
it came
did
out.
that one.
Hype did it? All right.
Yeah.
Who did he do? What is it?
Never gonna give you up.
No,
Never gonna say
way.
goodbye.
Rick
yeah.
Astley.
He did that. That
he
was
did
his
the Rick
video.
Astley Never Give You Up video.
Yeah. And if you go back and look and you see that video, it's an actual really cool video done.
Yeah, he's like
The-
dancing.
Well,
in
and the
city
filter,
and
the
stuff,
coloring
and,
that he used,
He
and like the
uses
dark
like
with the
moving
light.
cameras
Yeah.
too. Does like a lot of sweeping
Yeah,
shots.
so he did that, and then someone was like,
Rick
"This
roll.
guy needs to do Con Air."
Hell yeah.
that crazy?
That is sick, dude. That's super cool. I really like Con Air as a movie, dude. I mean, I love Nicolas Cage. Like, he's hilarious to me. Good Cage, bad Cage, any Cage.
Yeah.
Give me Cage all day.
Yeah.
His have you seen like the movie Pig?
No.
Where he's got you should
Yeah.
it's super weird. You should
He
check
has
it out.
he has a new trailer out for one right now, a new movie.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
got he's been
had
working.
some. He's
dude.
had some money issues. I
Dude's
think.
oh yeah,
'Cause
well,
he
he
had-
went crazy.
yeah,
he
he-
bought like a Tyrannosaurus Rex like skull.
Well,
they're
he had
starting-
islands and shit too.
Well, he's starting to get more mainstream. They want National Treasure.
Right.
Like fans want to see him in National Treasure.
Sure, yeah. I mean, any of those Disney properties
If
are
you,
massive.
if you can pull John Voight
Yeah.
away from his political crusades to
out
do
of
a movie.
Trump's asshole for sure.
Yeah.
Damn, he did the Rickroll video. Then they give the boy Con Air.
Con Air, and then he
huh?
takes off, and he's had a great career. I mean,
he's
got
done
50 films.
Yeah,
or
there
I mean,
you
something.
think
go.
about it. You got John Cusack,
Oh man, huge cast.
Nicholas
Nicolas Cage, Dave Chappelle,
Dave Chappelle's in there, and then also
He's
Steve
worked-
Buscemi is in there,
Danny Trejo,
and then the guy who
Cole Meany from Star Trek,
Well,
the Irish dude.
the FBI guy is the character actor. Like he was
Cole
also,
Meany, yes,
Yeah,
his
Cole Meany,
name.
yeah.
That's
Love
his name.
him, 'cause
he
it
was
was-
in Star Trek. He's in like Gangs of New York.
Yes.
He's in a bunch of shit, dude.
Yes.
He's in a ton of shit.
Vic Rames.
Ving Rhames is in
Rhames
it.
in it?
Yeah, there's a million.
The
people.
Hispanic guy.
Danny Trejo. Yeah.
Oh, did you say it?
Yeah.
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 All right, so I might have been a little wrong here. So he was doing music videos.
I was gonna say he had to do more than
but,
just that.
But like in '84, he did Captain Sensible. Glad It's All Over. Who?
Oh yeah,
you know.
I know that song. Yeah.
He did a couple Mel and Kim's. Respectable and Showing Out, and then Princess, I'll Keep on Loving You. So he did some stuff, and then he got Rick Astley. That one took off, and then Mike and the Mechanics. He did one of theirs.
Hell yeah.
He did a Budweiser commercial, and then
Spuds
2 years
McKenzie
after
or
the
What's Up
Budweiser,
commercial.
the Frogs and Truck.
He did the frogs,
Ribbit-
the Budweiser
the
frogs.
Ribbit,
He
yeah.
did a frogs commercial.
Budweiser.
That's hilarious.
And then he got Con Air. So I did kind of
That's all right.
exaggerate on that a little
That's
bit.
fine.
But I mean,
We understand.
Yeah.
But still, to get your first major motion picture debut being Con Air is
he
pretty
he
sweet.
started out on fire, man. Con Air was in 97. 99 was The General's Daughter. Then 2001, he's with Joe Lee doing Laura Croft.
Yeah, man. Those
You
are
know?
those are three good movies.
Con Air's budget was $75 million.
That's
and that was in
huge.
'97.
That's huge.
2011, he did The Mechanic.
Oh, with
And
Statham?
then
Nice.
2012 was Expendables 2. And then Stolen, Wild Card, Stratton, Gun Shy. So now he's starting to get into the
B-movie action stuff.
action
yeah.
stuff.
'Cause he can rip
Skyfire.
those out in 6 weeks, man, and catch $1 million. Hook me
Oh,
up.
yeah. Let's see what he's got upcoming. He's got looks like 4 movies in
West.
production: The Legend Hunters, Bride Hard, Old Guy, and The Manor.
Nice. Shout
He's
out
all
Simon
directing.
West then, man. Good for you. Damn, Rick Astley. I mean, the Rick roll, that was a phenomenon, man. That kind of took off out of nowhere, bro. It was like one of the first like viral memes, man, the Rick roll.
Yeah.
That's old internet, man.
That's a good joke too. Still, I mean, it's still carries. You got to think about
yeah,
how
people still be
new
Rickrolling.
new generations who don't even know anything about it, but they know that the joke behind it. You know, that's why you know it's good. And even now he's doing it. He's all
Yeah.
part of it.
Well, he didn't play that song for a long time on tour. And then he recently, a few years ago, just has really embraced it. And he said
Yeah.
it's really like it's revitalized his career.
Fuck
He went
yeah.
back on tour.
Yeah, I guarantee.
He's
it
a
did.
bomb singer, dude.
Yeah, he's great.
Like when you heard that song the first time, if you didn't see the video, you would have thought that was a Luther Vandross
That-
looking
yeah.
dude singing.
That was
and it's
a
some
soulful black man.
pasty ginger Conan O'Brien
Yeah.
looking dude. Hey, I wanna get
Yeah.
you, baby. He
'cause
has a
did-
great voice.
Because I think
dude.
he had a couple songs. They just nothing was as
Oh
big
yeah,
as that
never
one,
forever, never forever, never apart. Yeah, it's a great
Yeah.
song. He's
Yeah, he
great.
killed
Yeah,
it.
shout out Rick Astley.
So yeah, there's a little.
That's dope. I did not know that, man. But
Yeah.
yeah, I know a lot of like music video guys. That's how they get
Yeah.
their directorial feature debuts. Is they do a lot of music videos like that.
Yeah, it's a
I
good.
love music
It's a good
videos.
break. Yeah, I know a few people who have done cinematography
Mm-hmm.
for like Wu-Tang Clan, some of the Wu-Tang Clan videos. Tribe Called Quest, Phife Dawg.
Mm-hmm.
Right before he passed, they did some of his solo stuff
Mm-hmm.
in Detroit. Where he was like giving money. He was making music, and then all the money would go to like certain families that
Right.
he knew that lost like their son or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he was doing some videos for that. But
That's cool.
Spike Jones did Drop for Far Side. Great
Yeah.
video. We had
Yeah,
Beastie
Spike
Boys
Jones
in the
has
beginning
got
of it. Oh yeah.
ton of
we used
music
to
videos.
in Bloomington. We had a setup in our house, so we had 2 TVs stacked. We had one TV on the top. That was the
A big screen TV.
Yeah, that was like where we put movies and stuff on. And then we had this TV below where the video
Little
games.
smaller,
And then we
yeah.
had our record player, and then we had a 100-disc CD changer that was
Yeah.
full of CDs. So we bought the Spike Jones DVD of like
All his music
20
videos.
music videos he did during like,
Like
the
Beastie
late
Boys,
80s
Daft
to the
Punk
90s
and all that shit.
and we just have
yeah.
that play over and over again while we had like
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings on mute. being
Yeah,
on
we'd have like Lord of the Rings on the other TV on mute just so we could watch it. Maybe
Yeah.
playing like Lord of the Rings Risk on our coffee
Yeah.
table. Hell yeah.
It's fun.
Good times.
So, are you guys? I got to tell you one thing. Another little thing I want to talk about. See, I don't know if this is okay. So, I enjoy going to the dentist.
What?
Yeah, it's a
What?
weird thing.
So that is don't just gloss that over. That's incredibly
Yeah.
weird.
Can't wait for the comments on social media on this one.
Yeah.
I enjoy a cleaning, and I don't know. So, like the lady I go to, she does.
All right, we're on to some.
She does.
A lady.
She does such a good job that
Happy
like
ending.
I like 2 or 3 times in a row I started to doze off, and there's something about
Doze off
there's-
with someone's hands in your mouth.
Yeah, I know. I'm strange. So like there's something about noises. Like when I got the tattoo on the back of my neck, I remember the guy going, "Man, this is going to hurt." And I was like, "Ah, whatever." I fell asleep during that. And so
What?
it's like certain like humming
White
and like
noise.
noises
White
that'll
noise.
just knock me out.
You
like,
got a white
like-
noise machine for your room?
I don't.
You should get one, dog.
Yeah, like there's something that it'll just knock me out. So but the dentist, I would start to fall asleep, and then she'd have to kind of wake me up because my mouth started to drop.
Closing, yeah.
And she'd always say, no, it's a compliment, that I was like, I'm sorry. But then I've had nightmares. So like I've had a filling, and one side of my mouth can't be numb, so I've had to have a filling put in twice. Without no numbing, and that is awful.
Yeah,
That's,
sure.
I broke their chair from gripping it. And I mean, and the dentist would be like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "No, just keep going."
Was it
Stop
Steve
stopping."
Martin?
Oh.
You'll be a dentist.
So like, I mean, to where a sweat beating down
Oh,
my face, trying to hold
guaranteed
still
torture.
and shit. Anyways, so the last time I went and got a cleaning, she made me hold the suction thing.
Oh yeah, they give it to me all the time.
Dude, okay,
And
all
then
right.
they're
So
like,
I thought, okay, see, I thought she started to do that because she was tired of me falling asleep, and that's what I was wondering. Is
She
like,
may
does
have.
your dentist give you a job to do while having your mouth
Sometimes I do
Yeah.
get it, so maybe my mouth stays closed, is closing all the time
Yeah.
too. I feel like I got a massive mouth.
I feel like I don't blame you for falling asleep because I hate going to the dentist the one that I had, like his nuts were always on my knuckles. Like,
Oh yeah, that's a weird thing.
I think, how do you not know this?
Yeah.
Like hey, I want you to keep your hands here and not here, so I don't rub,
Yeah.
But it's like you feel it, like it takes away from them, like drilling a hole in your mouth. You're just like this.
Yeah.
Like, does he not know he's going back and forth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's bad? What's worse, the drill or the nuts on the knuckles? You
Yeah,
know.
dog. Yeah.
Like what is?
yeah,
You're just
for sure.
confused.
That's the weirdest part about anything going to a doctor, female or male. Like when you have that weird moment,
Yeah.
and you're just like, maybe they do this so much, maybe they don't notice.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
Doctors are super impersonal because they deal with bodies every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
to
they're
them,
just
it's
pull your pants
it's
down,
nothing.
show me your balls. you
Yeah,
know,
to
like-
them, the awkwardness is just
It's-
a
they
daily
don't care.
thing. Like,
They
or
don't
they
care.
don't even notice it's an awkwardness anymore. You know, it's just daily life.
Yeah.
So, all right, I was wondering that. That was something that's kind of been on my mind. I was like, man, is this
it,
chick
dude.
really that upset with me falling asleep that she's now giving me jobs? But now knowing that you get the job too, it might just be a dentist thing.
It may just be like I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just like self checkout. They're just outsourcing labor, so they don't
Yeah.
have to do it. Here, you
Yeah.
do the suction thing. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, because she's still telling me when to do it. You know, and it's like, yeah, I don't know.
Maybe they just want to. Maybe it's like a customer appreciation thing. They want to give some interactive to the client here.
There's some training.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I'll take some money off the bill though.
yeah. That's
No.
what I'm saying. Give me a credit on that. What are you doing?
Or give me an extra toothbrush.
That's
you
what
know,
I'm saying.
throw in two.
Yeah, give me two flosses.
I saw a comedian talk about they always give you the worst toothbrush.
Oh,
The
they're
worst
terrible.
every time. The worst everything.
They're like 25-cent toothbrushes.
yeah, and here's like floss that has like 9 inches of floss in it. You can use it one time.
yeah.
It's
And
like,
it'll break in your mouth too.
like, hey, we just pulled these teeth, but we can't give out pain pills anymore. Take some Tylenol.
Yeah, here's some Tylenol. You're good.
So another thing in my life that's kind of that the wife and I have really grown to love is the air fryer. You guys on this air fryer thing yet? You guys
Oh, yeah.
part of the air fryer world?
Yeah, we have a couple of them.
Big feelings on the air fryer for sure.
Man, dude, some of these recipes.
It's
I mean,
a magic vessel.
we're doing nachos in them. You done nachos in them?
Anything that you want to keep like crispy, that's like like you can cook.
Yeah.
You know, like I like chicken sandwich fillets. You
yeah.
know, you put like tater tots
Oh,
in there.
tater tots.
Any kind of fries or tater tots or waffle fries
Yeah.
in that
You
bad
don't need
boy.
the oil or anything. It's
That's
so
what I'm
great.
saying. Yeah, you don't need anything in there. You spray like a little on the bottom so they don't stick or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, loving the air fryer.
Yeah.
For sure.
And the one thing that really got my attention with the air fryer, or not attention, got my respect for the air fryer game was that, you know, there's when you're eating pizza rolls, there's two different kinds of pizza rolls. There's the microwaved pizza roll and there's the oven pizza roll. Now the air fryer has added a whole nother pizza roll. There's 3 pizza rolls now with the air fryer.
The consistency is completely different
It's
with
so
all 3
different, yeah.
servings for sure.
The microwave is, I ain't got time for this shit. I
Yeah.
need them a little, if they're a little soggy, so what?
They're going to be soggy. The insides are going to be on your plate. You're going to have to mop up the insides with the outsides.
Yeah, and it's a different kind of hot.
yeah,
like a burn, you know?
Yes, it'll.
It's a nuclear burn
Yeah,
instead of
say
just
goodbye
a-
to the roof of your mouth and your
Yeah.
tongue. It's gone.
Just got skin hanging off
yeah,
of it. Like, ugh.
yeah, it's over.
But yeah, the air fryer added, because the air fryer, it's a totally different
that
pizza roll.
circulating the air in there, it just crisps up whatever's on the
Yeah.
outside. Yeah, man, loving the air fryer for sure.
There's a new little snack that we've made that you can do in the air fryer too. So you'll take some broccoli, and you'll go ahead and you can steam your broccoli, do whatever you need to do, kind of cook your broccoli up. And then you'll take little mounds of shredded cheese, and you'll put like some parchment paper or something down on this, you know, or on a pan or whatever. And you'll put the little pile of cheese, and then you'll take the broccoli that you've cooked and you put on there and you press it down, and then you cook all that together and you make these cheesy like broccoli chips. And they come out like all like
Okay.
solid like chips.
Oh,
really
wow.
good. We saw it on Instagram, of course, and then our friend Pam, she cooked them at the house in Florida when we were down in Florida. And she cooked them one night for dinner, and
They were
then,
good,
Yeah, then
huh?
we come home, and like 2 days from being home, Megan's making them. You know,
Yeah.
they're real good,
Hell yeah.
real good. And especially if you like, I'm a big broccoli fan.
Bro,
broccoli
like
and
any of the
cherries.
new like kitchen appliances are fire, bro. Love the air fryer,
Air fryer, griddle,
the griddle.
griddle.
Now I was I don't-
Blackstone. Like now, like we looked at to replace our Blackstone because we would use the Blackstone a lot.
Yeah,
like another wizardry like kitchen appliance, the Instapot.
Yeah,
We
you
have
were
one of
talking
those,
about
too.
this. You got
Okay.
one? You
Yep.
got one. Okay.
So they got varying degrees of these Instapots, and you can cook damn near anything in these sons of
I thought I was
bitches.
buying an air fryer for Christmas, and it was an Instapot.
Yeah.
And then we bought the air fryer.
Yeah, so the Instapot, man, you can cook like ribs in it. You can make like cake in it. You can use it like a crock pot. You know, like it's hot. And you can cook rice in it, your vegetables in it. It's got like
wow.
a steamer in it. You can make pasta in it. It's got all these different buttons and settings and timers and
It's
like
what they use for
it's
the Boston
rad.
Marathon bombing. By the way,
oh, is it?
yeah,
you can make an IED
There's
out
a-
of it.
that's why I bought it. Huge endorsement.
So yeah, Luke, the Instapot. There was one, I forget where I was at, where somebody made like a pineapple upside down cake in one. The size of a crock pot, you know, like turned
Yeah.
it upside down. So it was like fucking like 16 inches long by 8 inches high, you know, with like pineapple all across the top of it. And it was
Holy shit.
incredible, bro.
Holy shit.
Like you can make like scrambled eggs in it and shit, dude. Like, yeah, Instapot's dope. So you get an Instapot and an air fryer in your kitchen, you got something
how are
going.
you, how are you making?
And an indoor griddle is key. A smokeless
Yeah.
indoor
Yeah.
griddle.
Yeah.
Those three things is what we added.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's just,
for the breakfast is incredible.
And then
Cooking anything on a griddle is amazing.
yeah, and then
Burgers, steaks, eggs, hash browns, like griddle's sick. Yeah.
Steph started making these smash burgers with soft shell tortillas.
Okay.
She made in homemade Big Mac sauce.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god, she makes like 30 of them. She just puts them in this thing and puts them in the fridge, and it's,
Just meal prep them so you can just grab them on the fly.
you can eat them hot, cold. The Big Mac sauce is on point.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
So, but a lot of that, some of that's made in the griddle, and some of it's made in an air fryer. Some of it's made, yeah. So
Yeah. Loving the
How do you
Instapot,
how are
loving
you
the
how are
air
you
fryer.
how do you make scrambled eggs in like an Instant Pot though?
I guess you break a bunch of eggs, man. You mix them up, throw some milk in there, and it's got, like I said, it's got a bunch of heat settings on there, or whatever.
all right, I need your guys' opinion on something. I became an egg snob. Not the type of eggs I buy,
Right.
but how I make scrambled eggs.
Okay.
So basically, put them in a bowl, whisk them, then put them into a pan, and not a skillet, but a pan.
Okay.
And then take them on and off heat, on and off heat, on and off heat. That's how I do it. It's the softest, and put some chives in there. And then I actually
Yeah.
add a little bit of Tabasco. I like to spicy eggs.
Sure.
And my wife's just like, that is way too much work for scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
That's like some Italian shit.
It's
that's
it's
like
Gordon
French
Ramsay.
pre- yeah,
that's like cooking marinara
Gordon
sauce all
Ramsay
day.
French preparation style.
But yeah, the eggs are so
fluffy.
they're fluffy, they're not dry, they're moist.
Yeah.
And
It is a lot of work for them though, but that's the traditional, how you do it. Most
But-
people eat them like really creamy. I can't be eating no creamy scrambled eggs.
but I
bro.
take-
That's
but I also then I
fucking
make-
nasty.
I make some toast and get some avocado,
Okay.
and then make an open face sandwich with it.
You know that's why you'll never retire, right? All that avocado toast you eat every morning.
That's what's holding you back, man.
You'd be a millionaire by now if you just cut that out in the morning, BJ.
But I don't eat it during. This is a weekend thing. So here's the thing: is everybody's gone on the weekends. That's when I make food.
Yeah. Hell
and then,
yeah.
And then I
Big
take
feast.
Then I take pictures of it.
Yeah, and send it to him. They're like, haha.
So I started.
Suck it.
Like tomorrow morning, I already have my sausage. I went out and bought the fancy maple syrup.
Okay.
the
And
real
nice.
syrup?
The one in like a glass bottle.
Yep. And it's,
Hell yeah.
And then I'll fry up the sausage. And then I'll put in the syrup right at the end and mix it around. Then I'll make those creamy eggs, some toast, and then I'll send a picture.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I love to just get up in the morning, ask the kids, like, you want anything to eat or whatever? Yeah. Oh, well, I'm not gonna fix anything. And as soon as they leave, just send pictures and stuff. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I got. Look what I made.
Oh, that's what you do when you get the kids of these age and stuff like that. And then I actually started cooking more and more. Like hell, tonight I might go grab a steak or whatever, and then I'll send it to my kids. Be like, hey man, see how this turned out? I tried something different. It doesn't matter that I tried something different. It's just me sending it so I can send it to them.
Yeah.
And because my youngest son will cook, and then but my the other ones will try to cook or whatever. But like you'll get there. You'll get there.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
right now, Jared, you can send it to your parents. Mm-hmm. You'd be like, "Hey, look at this! Look, I tried this new recipe. It's great." And they're like, "Oh, really?" And they're like, "I would have brought a plate over, but I didn't make it."
My parents would probably die if they found out I was cooking anything but like the 3 meals I know how to cook.
That's what's great with Piper. I mean, she's starting to cook, and she'll cook dinner and stuff for us.
Yeah.
Being 11.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, it's
Send her down
great.
to my house. Never cook me some food.
She's found some interest in that because Megan's a really good cook, and Megan cooks quite a bit.
I
So.
can cook. I just hate it.
I love cooking for people. So if you get the food,
Despise it.
if you get the food, I'll come make you food. Like some steak and homemade sweet potato fries. Like, I mean, you just let me know what you need. Mashed potatoes.
That's the thing.
Yeah, all of that.
I just, for me, like I
Give it
was,
to me.
I always got upset because it would take me longer to make stuff than like eat it.
Yes.
And that's why I didn't, that was
The
my
juice
reasoning.
wasn't worth the squeeze.
Yeah.
I don't have a dishwasher at my house now either, so I got to like make a meal and I got like 9 pans and 5 dishes all dirty. And then after I'm done eating, I'm like, look at that. I'm like, look at all that shit.
Look what I did.
Look at that. That's 30 more minutes out of my life that I'll never get back standing here washing these damn dishes.
But have you ever made food for like my mom had never really had pan seared steak before. Homemade. I doubt she goes to Texas Roadhouse, whatever. If that counts as a steakhouse, whatever, right?
Sure. That's pretty good stuff.
And then I remember I made it medium well, or medium or whatever, the way I like steak. Steph does, and the boys or whatever. And I plated it. I gave it to her, and then she's just like, "Do you have any ketchup?"
What? Is it row it?
It was a $40 steak before I fixed it.
I'm going to put some ketchup on
It was
that.
Angus, top shelf. Got it from a butcher. This is not
Yeah.
no cheap shit.
Negative.
Oh, it's for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Made her and Steph a steak, and she's like, "Yeah, any ketchup?" And it's like, "If you put ketchup on that, I will kick you through the door."
Yeah.
Yeah, dog.
And then she asked, she's like, "Hey, can you put this back on a little longer?" And I started screaming, "Refry, refire!"
Refire.
I started yelling that, and Steph was laughing. I think Colin was laughing because they knew the shows or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was screaming. It's like, what? She was like, "What are you yelling?" I was like, "Nothing."
Yeah, you can't. That's for
Love
me,
steak.
man. Like
Delicious.
I was introduced to like some real steakhouses in Chicago, and that was the first time in my life. And now I won't go to any other steak.
Shop house is fire.
Yeah, like or my Morton's. I mean, just and it's like I'm not going to Texas Roadhouse. We tried a couple times at this one in Avon. It's always full packed. I don't know if it's just regulars townies
People
going
love
to the
Texas
bar.
Roadhouse. They want them
or
rolls,
what.
man. Give me
But,
them rolls.
The rolls are good. That cinnamon butter is pretty good. But I
they
mean,
are.
and then it's like you order it, and I like a rare steak, but I know where to order rare, when to order medium rare, because if you order medium rare, it's going to come back like well in some places because they don't really have the chefs and they don't have the balls to like bring out like real steak. But I mean, this is the thing. If you've got to put any kind of condiment with your steak, it's not a good steak.
Right.
That's
the
the
steak
truth.
for the
That's
meat.
facts.
Eat it.
That's I
Eat
mean the steak. Good steak has flavoring in it.
Give me it.
I mean, I'm not saying don't season it. Like Morton's, I love getting the filet mignon with the Cajun seasoning on it. So good. But yeah, this and A1 sauce ain't nothing to bat your eye at. But you don't. I mean, if you're putting it on your steak, you're saying that
Give
the
me a
steak's not
bone-in
very good.
ribeye. Give me it medium rare. Give me fucking garlic mashed potatoes and some asparagus
Yeah,
spears.
yeah,
That's a meal we make here.
yeah, or some au gratin.
That's the steak dinner I want 99 times out of 100.
Because it's about like as you get older,
Delicious.
you get into cooking. You do is I like to cook for other people to see if I can get it right. Right, it's a new challenge or whatever. But like, problem is, Josh is right. Like, I've ate at some great places. I've traveled some top shelf places, but I have to belittle myself. Not belittle, but I have to be humble enough to walk into like a place and be like, the food's going to be what it is.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the other time, it's hard to do that.
Yeah. Set
Right.
your expectation when you're going into a place.
Well, that happened with me with barbecue too.
No shit, living in Texas.
Yeah,
dog,
when
miss
I went-
barbecue
when I
so
went and
much. I
visited
can't eat
you-
barbecue around here, man. It's just not. It's terrible.
When I went to Blackie's with you,
yeah, Blacks was so good.
that ruined barbecue.
Yeah, you
for me.
can't eat other barbecue
And so
now. You can't.
And Megan gets mad at me because City Barbecue, she likes it.
I'm sure it's okay.
She's like, the sides are good. Yeah, the sides are great.
Sure.
But the meat is always.
You're just like, it doesn't hold
And she's
up.
like, you're just such a. I was like, no, it's because you've never had
the Texas
blacks.
barbecue.
What about
Black.
king ribs? You ever ate up there?
No,
I mean, I've had.
It's
I would-
16th and Tibbs. That may be why you guys haven't been up there.
No, yeah.
Okay.
I don't,
But
I
one
don't
of my-
spend a lot of time.
One of my friends took me there, the original king ribs,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd been to Texas, had Texas barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they just have like, it looks
They're
like
always, you'll find some spots.
that's
man,
been around, I think, for 25 years.
for sure.
But like I went by there, I was on Keystone on Thursday, and then it was so bad there was already 18 cars trying to get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's a great place.
That's how it is 24/7 at Black's. They run out of meat. They'll just put a sign up on the door, at 3:00 in the afternoon. Ran out of meat. Sorry. Closed.
Same thing with Kings. Yep.
They let you, when you're in line too, they let you go ahead and start drinking beers.
Yeah, they got
Just-
like coolers in line
yeah,
right there.
just
You
hold
grab
on to
them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
hold on to your
them.
bottle.
They'll pay for them when you get to the
Yeah.
register.
I think the problem is, and you guys are right, like there's too many, maybe you guys didn't say this, but there's too many niches, right? Like craft beer kicked off and everybody was making it in their toilet.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yep.
I know I'm being
Yeah.
a dick when I say that. I get it.
Right.
But like, hey, I made some craft. Yeah, I don't care.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah, it got over.
Yeah.
And then like the same way with like when barbecue took off or this took off, and
Sure.
then like it got so saturated.
Right.
And then I think the most oversaturated. What do you think the most oversaturated thing is right now? I think it's coffee.
I don't drink coffee. For my, I understand another thing that I've never really had that I understand was once incredibly good and is now what's very substandard. People say is Chipotle.
Mm-hmm.
They say it used to be like when it started, like it was the most amazing, fast food restaurant. Quote
Well,
unquote.
they started
around.
cutting corners on
That's
stuff.
it. That's what everybody said. Like they cut their portions way down.
Yeah.
They just it doesn't have that same kind of
That's anytime. Well, and that's the problem is a lot of people don't want to pay the labor to get good quality people.
Well, that's it,
Then
though.
when they finally like, hey, I do have to pay more to get people to stay here. Then they start cutting corners basically on the next biggest thing, which is your
food
things,
costs.
your food costs, right?
Sure.
Yeah, and with the coffee thing, BJ, I think it is, for me personally, it is getting it's the new hobby. It's the new thing that people are figuring out. But for me, coffee is my favorite drink on the planet. I drink it no matter what time of day, no matter what. If you got a cup of coffee, I drink a cup of coffee always. I love coffee. So for me, it's one of those things where it is oversaturated, but I'm taking part in it. I'm happy to have
That's
that.
how it does. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
just like
drink
that's
black
the
coffee.
American
I just
way
drink
to-
black
Yeah,
coffee.
that's how I am because I
drink
like
coffee.
I like the taste of coffee.
Yeah.
And so like a lot of people are just like, oh really? You don't do? I was like, no, give it to me black, and I'll drink it.
Yeah.
I'll drink black coffee cold if I need to.
I've had like 4
know?
cups of coffee in my life, and like
I mean,
3
there's-
of them were when I was wasted in Wrigleyville, and I drank 3 triple espressos.
I was with you on
in a
that.
night.
In that reggae-
at like
that
2 in the
reggae
morning. Yeah, and I was up till like 14 hours after that. I was so wasted. Then I was just drank all these triple espressos on a dare.
You're
They came in
hard.
like mugs.
Yeah.
There was in like a stein, and I just like it was like, oh, here's my first cup of coffee. It was a triple espresso. Blah, just blasted the whole thing. Wasted drunk.
That-
Could not fall asleep while you're drunk, which feels terrible. You're like, please just let me pass out, but I'm like,
Yeah, it's like being on mushrooms, trying to go to sleep on
yeah,
mushrooms.
no, I felt that was a bad decision.
The Tinker Coffee is a good coffee to sponsor one of our friends' podcasts, Heart of Brunch, the guys that you guys know. And but I never had French press till I went to his house.
Oh, my
So-
buddy Danny does the French press.
So he grinds it up, does the French press and stuff like that. And oh my god.
yeah,
Like it's people don't understand the difference between, and I have like a $300 coffee maker in there. Not trying to be funny. It's a 3-in-1. I was like,
stop bragging.
I'm old school. It's like, how many things can this do at once?
Yeah,
It could do a pot of coffee, it could do iced coffee, and then it could do the K-cups.
Sweet.
yeah,
Right.
We're looking
But-
into those.
But when he did that, like the like French press and all that other stuff, and I had it like
Yeah.
probably 2-3 years
There's
ago.
levels to this game.
And I was like, "Oh my god!
Yeah.
Like this is the best cup of black coffee." I have 1 cup, and I like to have a cup of coffee and a cigarette. I know that's not the best thing.
Right.
No, the thing is, it is.
It came from like it's
That's
generations.
That's Seymour.
Give me a heater and give me a black coffee.
Yeah,
And then-
seriously,
mean,
eat some
yeah.
rashers of bacon, and
Yeah.
then you're good for your 12-hour shift on the line or wherever you're
Yeah,
going.
I haven't smoked cigarettes in years, but back in the day, a cup of coffee, first thing in the morning, a nice cup of coffee and a cigarette. There's not many things better. There really isn't. And
Because you go drop an
It's
absolute
just-
bomb
oh, man,
after
yeah,
you're done.
and then
Talk
you're
about a clean out.
That's what I'm saying. The cigarette wakes you up. It gets you cleaned out. The coffee wakes you up. And then you go about your day cleaned
Look out below.
ready to go. My actually
that poison out. Yeah.
Speaking of Tinker, just the other day I went with lunch. Was helping my wife move some stuff out of one of their offices because they're going to some new offices, and we went to this little spot called the HGO Proxy or something building. It's got a bunch of little. It's an office building, but it's got a bunch of little restaurant
Boutiques,
stuff in it and stuff. We went down there and they had a Tinker Coffee was there. And it was the first time I've tried Tinker Coffee. And they had an interesting latte that was a honey and vanilla latte. And I usually don't drink lattes. I usually don't drink any flavoring at all.
Yeah.
But I was like, honey and vanilla, that sounds freaking great right now. You know,
sounds like a shampoo.
And yesterday was a beautiful day and stuff. So I was like, I'm going to try that. And it was terrific. But yeah, I actually want to reach out to Tinker about that and get some more, maybe get a promotional code. But
it's good. It's good stuff. But I think I'm gonna get a French press. But I was just like the white trash in me was just like, really?
What are you doing? You don't need that foo-foo coffee now. Get you a scoop of Folders with the crystals. You'll be just fine.
big jug of it. I'll tell you, my favorite part of being in Europe is their coffee. I mean, in Amsterdam, you could go into a clothing store, then like be looking at some shoes or something. And they'd be like,
Welcome to the Melon Party, where we drink fridge press coffee and talk about our lattes we've had in Europe. Tune in next week for our takes on water polo.
But yeah, like I mean, you would go to in Amsterdam, anywhere you would go and get a cup of coffee, they would make it there on the spot for you, and then it was ready to drink. So like my favorite things of Amsterdam was of course the cannabis, but the coffee and their waffles.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. The Nutella with banana waffle. I had dreams of that.
Yeah.
Like weeks. Like it took me forever to I was having yearning and I was missing it. I was almost depressed missing the fucking
Surprised
waffles.
the rusty trombones in the red light district didn't make the list.
I've had better. Okay. I think you want to talk about overhyped.
Oversaturated, the old rusty
Oversaturated
trombone.
and overhyped.
How dare you? Yeah, Nutella on the waffles is
Tell
good.
us some banana.
yeah.
So good.
Lincoln,
down with that.
Lincoln Square has donuts, Nutella
Oh,
donuts.
Nutella donuts, yeah.
Lincoln, it's the Lincoln. I think it's. I think it's Lincoln Place. There's one right up there from here, in Greenwood or whatever, and it's packed. It is completely packed, and then
Brunch is
they turn-
another thing. Oversaturated is everywhere.
They turn those tables over so quickly, and the food's
Yeah.
out so
the way to do
quickly.
it.
Yeah.
And
only way
Lincoln
you
Square,
can-
it's called Lincoln Square. If you're in the Indianapolis area, there's a couple locations, but food's phenomenal.
Yeah. It's the only way you can make money on food is if you're turning tables fast.
Yeah, dog.
And have simple things that,
Yeah.
that you make very well.
Breakfast food is typically pretty cheap, man, but I mean, it's always a bitch working brunches, man.
Let's go back to eggs.
Yeah, we were talking about some eggs.
So we used to have an egg lady, and she would text my wife or whatever and got eggs. We'd go to her house, drop some money in this little box or whatever, and we'd take some eggs. I'll tell you what, when you're getting some eggs,
Farm fresh eggs, yeah.
Yeah, if you've got an egg
Completely
person,
different.
so good.
Brown eggs?
Yep, they're brown.
Oh, my God.
So
the
good.
Best.
So good.
Delicious.
Yeah, I mean,
Twice as
totally
flavorful
different.
as your market
Yeah.
egg.
Well, and compared to like BJ, you and I spend a lot of time on the road. When you get into the prison powdered eggs at the hotel
Oh,
stuff,
dog, are you kidding me?
I'd rather
you cannot eat those.
I mean, I'll eat them, but I'd
I
rather
won't.
shove something down my pee hole than to.
That's terrible.
They're so
Can't eat.
bad.
Oh, they had them. I stayed at a very nice, brand new Holiday Inn, Holiday Inn, like brand new, beautiful inside. And then they had their breakfast or whatever, traditional stuff. But they had the bacon. They had bacon and Canadian bacon out at the same time. They didn't rotate like most hotels. You get bacon one day, you get Canadian
Right.
bacon the next day. And they had those eggs. I looked at them, just shut it.
Yeah.
I was like, I was because
Can't do it, man.
because you have to. And I was like, why do they have hot sauce out here for the longest time? Right, many years
Yeah.
ago. Then I got it. Oh,
That's the only way you could eat these
and I was
eggs.
like, why are you putting hot sauce in your eggs? He's like, these things are trash. He's like, you have to do anything you
no,
can.
Cover it up.
Yeah.
I went on the road with a guy years ago for work, and morning, we sit down at the table, we got it, and he's got a big thing of eggs, and then I see this dude reach into his pocket and pulls out his own hot sauce. I was like, "Oh, you just have that thing on you all the time? You just
My
carry it?"
buddy
He goes, "Oh
Danny-
yeah, man." He's like, "I got to carry this." He's like, especially with this shit. He's
My
like,
buddy
"This
Danny on his
sucks."
keychain, he's got like a little mini bottle of sriracha, dude.
Really?
Like on his keychains. Like,
Of course, he's a chef,
Yeah, I
you
know,
know,
dude. Like,
like-
go anywhere, he's like, "Oh man, this is terrible." And he like pull out his keychain, got a little bottle of sriracha.
I'm gonna hit it with the quick fix.
Yeah, dude.
That's awesome.
I love it, dude.
That's awesome. Yeah. So speaking of sriracha, I just found this out. For Christmas, a buddy of mine, Josh Gallion, got me a bottle of sriracha. So what happened with sriracha? You know, the whole thing where the town kind of got the whole thing.
Yeah,
and with
they
the
got
farmers,
into the farmers because they only got their peppers from one specific
Yeah.
farmer, and they tried to strong arm the farmers,
Yeah,
and the
and now the
farmers were
fa-
like, "Psych."
And the farmers started making their own
Yeah,
sriracha,
yeah.
and they're selling it now.
I
So I
know.
got one. So sriracha's back, baby.
Yeah,
and
hell yeah.
and support it because it's the actual farmers. It's not the
Yeah,
the
the
suits that were
corporate
just buying it.
overlord, you paper suited jag off.
Yeah, spices and sauces are also overdone now.
I'll tell you what. We went to Big Woods, and I enjoy Big Woods, but Big Woods has a real issue with putting onions on absolutely everything.
This guy and his onions.
Got the
Now listen.
spicy onions
All
in
right.
his tum-tum. They hurt him so bad he can't sweep when he eats the tummy.
If you're gonna get a pulled pork sandwich, do you need onion on it?
Sure. Put the onion on it. I love
Oh my
onions.
God, get
Give me
the
raw
fuck outta
onion. Give me
here.
cooked
You don't need onion on
onion.
everything.
Sure you do.
No,
Give me onion on
no,
my eggs.
You don't. You don't.
Give me
though.
onion on my bacon.
Oh, I made the sausage and then I put onions in it, and then
Hell
make the
yes.
sausage with the onions, then put on the maple syrup.
Delicious.
And then I also made sausage dogs, like the big hot dogs
Okay.
like this, and
Okay.
made fried the onions, then put the caramelized onions on the bun. I'm just going on purpose now. just
He hates the onions. They make him so sick
You
and
know,
the
it's all about
spicy.
oversaturated. There ain't
Oh
no
my
fucking
gosh.
need.
Delicious
no goddamn
onions.
Onions on everything.
quit
They
your
don't need it
whining
on
about
everything.
the
I understand.
onions,
Use it on some stuff, but don't use it. Pulled pork
I
sandwich.
love onions. I love onions. They're good.
Oh,
I'd eat an onion like an apple.
well, what I'm saying is traditional pulled pork, just pulled pork sauce bun. Let's move
It's
on.
a pickle.
Yeah.
I'm not a pickle fan. I guess that's weird.
Yum. Pickle's
Throw
delicious.
pickle on it. I like a good pickle on there, but yeah, you don't need onions on that. Shit,
that's
man.
barbecue.
It's already a mess, and you're gonna put some onions on it to make it more. Come on now. Come on.
Yum.
Come on.
Yum,
now.
yum, yum.
Come on
Think about
now.
White Castles now. Just those.
I was gonna
onions
buy a
and-
grill like before it got like nice, and now it's spring, and now all the new models, the grills are out, so I gotta have to pay $1
Pricey.
million to get a grill. So I'm probably just gonna wait till the summer. And I spent all my money. I was saving up money. I was gonna buy a grill, like I said, before it got nice. But then I bought that new Lego D&D set.
Oh
instead.
yeah. Well, go if you want to grill. Go to Lowe's, and you can always when you go to Lowe's, you can always bargain the floor models.
Yeah.
So
I thought
just go
about
there
that,
and you can
too.
get them $50-$60 off.
Yeah, I need to get a grill because I like bratwursts.
Oh, you could just steal it too. And-
You could do that.
But here's the reason I'm saying this is I went and bought the stuff for the fence, went to the checkout, scanned the stuff myself, paid for it, and walked out. No one even
Looked at you.
looked at me,
Yeah.
right? And from the retail person to me, and I was like, okay, someone's going to come over. There has to be some kind because I just bought that. Not a word said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that they're all the
They make
corporate
so
like
much money.
Walmart is just like we're shutting down the self checkouts because people are stealing too much. Well, too fucking bad. You outsource the labor to me if you don't want me doing your fucking job for you. Hell yeah, I'm
but
gonna
that-
steal
if
this
If you're
fucking
paying
that's the
18,
thing.
if you're paying $18 for a cashier, you'd have 1 million cashiers working.
Exactly.
But here's the thing: is they stopped
steal that
checking
shit.
receipts. But up in Goshen, they had this little squirrel guy trying to check receipts. Mm-hmm. He's like, "I see your receipt." And it's like that guy just literally watching me check out. And there's a camera checking me out, and there's a weight scale.
yeah.
And I go, I bought a belt.
Yeah, won't you be a cash register? Won't you put him at a cash register?
He goes,
instead of up front?
he goes. But I went into a Walmart. I went to a Walmart. What town was I in? They had like a 400. No, I was in Greenwood. Sorry, there was a 400-pound man as the greeter, not even standing up.
Oh yeah.
Sitting.
He was just he ain't checking shit.
Welcome to Walmart.
He had his CPAP on. But like this one up in Goshen, this guy is clean cuts. Like, can I see everything?
We got deals on insulin this week.
I always say this: is this because I'm dark complected? And right away it shuts it down. They're just like, no, you go ahead.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I once had Luke or Colin run off with the bags. Like, oh my god, I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's the thing though. That's all bullshit when they say that they got to do it because people are stealing because they have insurance on all that shit, and they're paying nothing for most of it.
Hang on, here's the other thing.
Let's feel bad for the poor Walton executives.
Here's some inside
millions
baseball.
of dollars.
You're held accountable for your shrink as a store manager in anywhere you work at.
Sure. Yes.
So it's not. So if the shrink's high, they're going to fire the guy who can't prevent people from stealing anyways,
Right.
instead of taking different measures to make sure it's okay.
Yeah.
They put up the little signs so no active shooters come in, but we still can't pay enough people to check people out.
Exactly.
Right? Hey, if you get gunned down, that's a lot of insurance claims. But like we're going to still check that receipt though.
Yeah, check that receipt.
All while they're making record profits. And that's another thing. People quit saying that there's not inflation. There is no inflation.
Greedflation, baby.
No, it's not. It's what it's called. It's called capitalism.
Yeah,
And
baby.
if you're somebody who wants capitalism, please stop complaining about gas prices. It has nothing to do with the president. It has to do with capitalism.
Yeah.
When inflation happens, corporations don't record profits. That's just not what happens during inflation. Everybody struggles
That's
with
what
inflation.
was killing me during
This
COVID.
isn't inflation. This is capitalism. If you like it, if you're all about capitalism, then
Pay
shut the
up.
fuck up.
Pay up, man.
You know, and if you don't like
That's the
capitalism, then
free
you can
market
complain
at
about
work.
it, whatever. But that's what that is. It's the free market. It's the way it is. So, one more thing we talk about. I'm a big fan on, for some reason, just hate. And the internet can be a very hateful place.
Nah.
But it can be funny hateful, but
It's
it also
a
can be.
wasteland. I love it.
And there's
My
some
favorite.
people on social media that get a lot of hate, and they're hate followed too. They're only followed so people
Sure.
can hate on them, kind of thing.
Yes, it's
Which is
fun
a
to
weird,
pile on.
Yeah, and it's like
Yeah.
that's such a weird thing to me too.
That's
that,
another
you know,
weird internet culture.
But yeah, some people get this hate. Like I think I talked on an episode, or I've talked to you guys about your Mom's House podcast, and Tom does this, and had this lady who makes coffee, and then she just had her whole comment. There's thousands of comments. It's just like hate from Australia, you know, and it's just like it's funny because she doesn't do anything wrong. She doesn't say anything bad about
Right, she's
anybody.
very vanilla.
She's just
She's
living her life.
unoffensive,
Yeah,
doing
she-
some chill content.
She has a look to her that is easy to tease, and then he ended up having her come onto the podcast, and she made her own coffee for the your Mom's House coffee and stuff like that. So they really helped her out, and
Sure.
but there's this there's this one girl right now. She's got over 1 million followers on Instagram. That's the only one I know of her on, but her name's Shannon Blake, and she is
You guys have probably seen her.
right. She's
on TikTok big. She's kind of popping off right now. She looks like
They're calling her festival Wookiees. She's part of the Wookiees from like the festivals. I think
she's a very good-looking blonde-haired girl.
young girl,
But she has like blonde dreadlocks and wears like crazy hemp tattoos and, has
makeup that's
mood
kind of-
rings.
mood rings.
She's very like
accessories, a lot of accessories.
She does a lot of triangles.
hallucinogenic, crystal aromatherapy, and she
Spiritual.
smells like patchouli. I guarantee that.
Yeah.
She's very Earth Mother kind of hippie chick.
Has
Yeah.
never met an esthetician.
Yeah.
Likely.
And so this girl's now got memes. One meme,
The best meme.
there's one meme that's got a picture of her, and she's doing a selfie, and I'm gonna use a word that may offend some people here, but and the meme wording says, I bet it smells bad, but it's got the grip of a retarded kid when you're trying to take away their ice cream. And so this girl is now part of like meme culture, and
Oh, they're
she's a
hating.
musician. She's an influencer.
They be hating.
Supposedly, a lot of the hate comes because her dad works for Lockheed Martin, and
Of
she's
course.
dressed like this.
Of course. Her dad's worth $2.17
hippie.
million. And
Yeah.
she's dressed like she's been living in a
like
Volkswagen
she's
van her whole life.
fighting the corporations and kind of shit.
Oh, man.
But
she's hilarious.
BJ, go ahead. We got a video or some song or something of hers to kind of give the
All right.
listener a
So the
little.
two videos we have here, we have one of so you can hear her sing, and then the other one is a video. These are both from TikTok of a woman reading the comments about one of her videos. So we'll start here. All right.
My thing, I'ma do, yeah, I'ma do my thing, and all these haters, they be pressing us, they watch me do my thing, and I say, watch me, I'ma do my thing, yeah, watch me, I'ma do my thing, yeah, watch me, ooh, watch me, ooh,
So this is her
some of
basic-
her music. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're going to go to the next video with the comments.
And
I've been learning shit from the aliens, like how we're all connected to the pyramid.
Me after putting granola and fruit in my yogurt. Me after drinking an Arizona tea. Me after saving a bug instead of stomping on it. Me when I drink a yerba mate. My name is Shannon and I came to say I like rapping in the spiritual way. You're right. You're defo doing stuff my brain can't compute.
Yeah.
I have a quick question. If you healed your own kidney infection, how do you know you had that without seeing a doctor? Me, when the worm reaches my brain. Normalize just being like an accountant or something. Peru, blink twice if you're in danger.
so with her, a lot of the thing too is that she uses a lot of very spiritual keywords, like in her thing. Where it's like
Yeah.
kind of fake. That's where a lot of people get onto her. Is like, yeah, your energy. It's so fake because all you're doing is throwing keywords. Any sort of agenda thing where people use keywords towards their agenda kind of idea. And if you listen to her music, there's a lot of I.
Yeah.
So it's very narcissistic, and that's where she gets a lot of that
She's
from.
a trip, man.
So here's another comment. Trust Fund Baby Final Boss. Erica Banat.
But not.
but dude, but not.
That's pretty
Me after drinking one kombucha and going to Pilates one time. Let's see here.
You guys should see how she dressed. Yeah, you should check out her page because she
doesn't
is
have a lot of clothes on.
spectacle.
Yeah.
She looks like a crazy person.
But I mean, she's like we said, she's good looking, she's young, she's got a nice body. So if you've got all that, I guess, and you're young and got the world by the balls, why wouldn't you?
She's laughing all the way to the bank.
all the way to
son.
the bank.
Yeah, I'll take that hate. Somebody can call me, a trust fund final boss if you're giving me, $500,000 a month
Well, and that's the thing is
to
what
clown on me.
But have
Who's
you
the clown?
seen what she looked like when she first started her music career?
Probably not. What a normal person, probably.
Yeah, so let's see if we'll pull this
she
up.
probably tried to go the Taylor Swift route.
That's what she did. I'll have to go up. And then that's obviously what she looks like now.
She looks like she's like the living embodiment of Burning Man.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
she is crazy. Like she's
Like she would tell you like which exit and which where to go in Coachella.
Yeah.
That's what she looked like.
Oh.
Yeah. So and the other thing about it is let's just be honest here. How many people that we may have knew in our life that had money growing up that went down this like poor, not kind of like I give up my earthly possessions.
Cosplay.
Yeah. Why
cosplaying as the the lower middle class, kind of whatever. A lot of people do because they had that luxury. They didn't have to worry about getting a job or worry about their school.
But I think a
or
lot
whatever.
of kids do it at a young age too. Is because maybe they feel whether they have
trying to
a
find
lot
an
of money,
identity.
and they come from money, or they don't have money, so they've tried to, like you're saying, cosplay to fit in.
Sure.
So it's like I know
Different
my parents are a lot
situations.
better off, but all the people I hang out with are middle or lower class. So I want to try
Right.
to relate to them.
I want to
more.
identify with them
Yeah.
and know their struggle in their life
Yeah,
a little
and
bit.
I think it's just an identity thing. I think we're all trying to.
When you're young like that, you're definitely trying to
find
fit
who you
in.
are, and
yeah.
you're just trying to figure shit out. Everything's confusing, and
you don't know shit when you're young, though, dude.
Well, you don't know shit your whole life.
But when
Like,
you're
as
poor
we're-
and you see someone that's not poor trying to be poor,
That shit kills me, dude.
it got me a little salty at times.
Yeah.
For sure. When
Kid
you see
Rock?
like these like fucking
Kid Rock,
TikTokers
yeah.
going to like Walmart and like checking out like people or whatever. Like I saw that Charlie D'Amelio girl like going to Walmart and like doing a video as a cashier, like ringing people up, be like, bitch, why are you cosplaying as a wage slave?
Yeah.
Like you're worth $10 million. Like that's so dumb. Like
Yeah.
get out of here.
Well,
What are you doing?
that's the thing is like with the Shannon Blake girl, she's making all her money off. So there's this thing now on social media. I don't know if a lot of people fully understand it, but it's called rage content. So what they do is people make content knowing that it's going to upset people to get comments, because the more comments, the more interaction, the more advertisements,
which comes from shock jocks,
right?
Which also comes from talking heads on ESPN. I'm going to tune in because he's going to say what I don't like. Talk radio,
exactly.
So we see a lot of this on social media, to where it's like they'll have a couple pictures of somebody and they'll be like, this was them at this one, this and you don't even know when those pictures were taken.
Zero
you don't know if even what they're saying is true or real.
Exactly.
So it's like, but they know that they can get people to interact and get mad. So you have to remember, if you're seeing something that's kind of upsetting to you and it's somebody that you don't really like, don't comment to them, because you're that's what they want. You're feeding into them. And this is a thing where there's a lot of YouTubers now that are coming out. They got their following by doing this, and now they're going away from all that.
Sure,
because they have their following now.
Fandom.
Yeah, they have their following now, and that now they can start moving on.
Even with the most vanilla of fan bases, like the perfect explanation for this is just happened recently. Taylor Swift just put out her new album, this Tortured Poets or whatever it was, and she put out like a double album. 15 extra songs, and her Swiftie army went crazy. So Paste, the music magazine, put out the review for the Tortured Poets Society or whatever yesterday, and it wasn't a very flattering review. And the very last sentence of the review was, "We have omitted the reviewer's name on this article due to the 2019 incident where we received death and bomb threats for our last Taylor Swift review of the album."
Well, that's the thing.
So, like, the Swifties are coming out?
Well, that's the thing with, especially in America, we America's society, we're obsessed, and we love. There's nothing more than we love in this world than mediocrity. All you have to be is mediocre, and we'll love you. If you're super really talented at something, no one's going to really know who you are. In today's world, it's not about. It's about what. Okay, there's certain people, I don't really like their opinion on some things. They don't like this singer, so I like this singer now.
Oh, yeah, being contrarian, just to be contrarian.
Contrarian on contrarian.
Yeah.
You're just stacking your contrarian because somebody else is being contrarian. And it's like, so it's anymore. It's so you get a lot of really not talented people who are huge now. And it started with reality TV. We made a lot of scumbags super fucking rich for just being shitheads. Because it's like, I think
still now
it's like,
you see that shit.
I just watch it because I think it's funny. Well,
90 Day Fiance.
You
and
made
shit,
that. Jersey Shore.
Yeah, like those people were horrible people.
Horrible human beings.
Terrible
but it's like, I think they're funny though. Well, you also made them really wealthy.
And
for no reason.
Influenced you're not, a bunch of younger people,
and you're not
like
helping
them.
Anybody who's any good at anything.
Yeah.
And
Kardashians are the perfect explanation.
And I want to make this clear.
People have like no cultural value.
I'm not saying Taylor Swift sucks or anything. I'm not batting on her. I'm not batting on Taylor Swift. I do think that I don't think she's done anything that we've never seen or heard. Like her music's, I guess, okay. There's nothing I like,
Right. I mean, she's a pop artist.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Like that's
a million of them.
And then people are like, well, I mean, she's
done X, Y, and Z.
She made it. I mean, look how many people like her, whatever. You got to remember, a lot of people like Taylor.
Yeah.
So don't weigh things on because somebody likes a lot of people.
Well, hero worship is never gonna
because, for instance, we can
cultural,
you can do something like this. Aesop Rock, who's one of my favorite MCs. A lot of people don't know who he is. He's been doing underground music for 21 years. In one song, he'll use more different words. He's called a thesaurus. He's used. If you go and you look at like hip hop artists who have used the most words, he's used almost 100,000 more than Eminem. Different words. He'll make a song to where he wants to use 250 different words, but he only wants to use 5 to 10 every day, or I forget what he called it. Like, so it'd be like words like us or are, or like little nouns and verbs that are used in in sentence after sentence. And so he would do these tests and do that. And so like in one song, he's said more different words than Taylor Swift has in 5 albums,
Right.
you know? So
Yeah.
it's like,
Her stuff's super derivative. Yeah.
So it's like, so it's really in music though, with most art, it's just what is it you want out of it? For me, I like Aesop Rock because I like his wordplay. I like, he uses a lot of metaphors, and he's a so if you were to take like Bob Dylan and George Carlin and mix them together, you get Aesop Rock. He's highly intelligent. He's a historian. He loves history. He loves activist kind of stuff. He wrote a song about drawing pigeons in his latest album, but what the whole song's actually about is how we overlook certain people. And based off color, skin, things like that. He has a line that says how he talks about how the difference between we treat a dove and a pigeon. And then he says, but a dove is a pigeon, you fucking bigot. Because it is. It's the same thing. But they have 2 different statuses because of their color and what we use them as. So it's this play on how people. He does a lot of music for the overlooked, and because he's highly depressive. He's got a depressive personality, but so I like that. I like having to listen to his songs over and over again to kind of pick up what he's talking about and hear his metaphors. He loves the English language. He carries a book around, and when he hears certain metaphors or sayings, he writes it down and puts them together. And some people don't really want that. They just want something that's catchy with some
pop
3
music,
chords.
yeah. I mean, like that's what teenagers like. That's what we liked when we were young too.
Yeah.
I mean, like
Well,
it's very easy to listen to.
But there's a
and it's
lot of
popular.
adults that like the teenage stuff. They like the
Sure.
teenage
I mean,
movies, the TV
yeah,
shows.
for
They like
sure.
then
I
they
mean,
like
that's
going
super
back and
weird.
reliving those emotions and things like that.
Can I make one observation about Taylor Swift that I think is kind of pertinent? So, like, her whole thing is like she's got 10 albums about breaking up with a dude and having a broken heart and, you know, like it not working out. And she ain't got one song about like sucking a dude's balls. I think that's isn't there a link here? Are you guys seeing a pattern?
That was always my thing. I would say about Taylor Swift. I was like, sooner or later, you may have to look at yourself.
She needs to do like a WAP song.
I guarantee she has them. They won't let them release it.
Yeah.
Because
Taylor After Dark.
Because the good thing is she actually writes her songs, which to me
Good for her.
and knows how to play guitar.
That's the only reason she's so fucking rich is because she's got all her own songwriting credits.
Well, no, she's got writers, but she outlines the majority of them, and then people come in and tighten them up.
Sure.
She has an understanding of what the song, art of song,
she knows how to write a song.
yeah, and then not even write a song. She knows how to write it to sell.
Yeah.
She knows the theory, the
Write a
music. She's
popular
really
song,
good at
yeah.
music theory. She studied music theory, and so there's a way to write songs and to use certain words and to put them in a certain cadence, and that makes
I
money.
couldn't fucking tell you one song of hers. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I only know a few because
I know-
Piper's big into
yeah,
it.
like I
Piper's
know they know a lot of them, whatever. But like she's a genius. But I know there's a part of her personality I think would want to release like diss tracks, like real ones on her boyfriend.
Yeah, that would be.
And then goes to her team. And they're like, "No, you can't do this." And
No, Taylor.
I just wish she would like leak just one how she really feels, because
Gyllenhaal's, you know, like
well, she one of the songs I saw on TikTok. The way it's spelled is Kim, but it's something Amy or whatever. But she capitalized Kim. Kim Kardashian. Whole song is just trashing the shit out of Kim. I loved every minute of it because the worst person on the face of the planet are Kardashians.
yeah, they're terrible humans.
And so they
have
finally
no
took-
redeeming value.
But
Oh,
they're, well, no, they're brilliant too, though. I mean, she's
they've made themselves out of their
she
moguls.
became a billionaire from a sex tape.
Yeah.
Like who could
Leaked
do
her
that?
own sex tape.
Yeah,
it was her mom's idea.
It's
Yeah.
it's marketing shit. Like,
That's
and
it,
so
man.
like
it was
if we're
just the
if
first
you,
guerrilla marketing.
if you're gonna say Taylor Swift's a genius, like she's a genius too.
The
Like,
mom's the genius, yes.
yeah.
They're like, oh, now stay away from Scott. Let's get Travis Barker.
Yeah.
Travis Barker's cool amongst people.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So this might make part of
Yeah.
us cool.
Yeah.
If I'm Travis, like
Relevant.
I'm like,
Can't
yeah,
deal with
like
that
how
shit,
many
dude.
people
Shit
how many
rots my
men has
brain.
that family ruined?
All of them. Dude,
Hey.
they took Bruce Jenner was the male athlete of
Wheaties.
the 70s and 80s. Triathlon like winner on the fucking Weeding Bot, the embodiment of male machismo athleticism in the early 70s and 80s.
Perfect quaff.
The man
It's
is now
quaff.
a woman.
Yeah.
They turned him into a woman.
Oh,
I
and
100% think the Kardashians like just broke his fucking brain.
And, well, speaking of that, like
I'm not against trans people. You know,
No,
shout out
no.
trans people. You're good. Whatever. Love trans people. But I'm thinking or Caitlyn Jenner specifically.
Yeah.
I think his brain was broken by the Kardashians.
Yeah, Caitlyn put out a tweet when OJ died, like good riddance.
Yeah.
And then talk about internet comments.
Yeah. I'd be like, didn't you kill somebody?
Well, how's that person in Malibu?
Yeah. She killed somebody in that car crash.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes you just need to be
Crazy.
quiet, man.
Whatever,
And that's the
dude.
thing is like having some self awareness, and that's what I'm saying. That's always been my and it's just a joke. I don't really mean it when I talk about Taylor Swift, and I always say it's like, yeah, well, I mean, how many songs do you write until it's like finally it's like, well, maybe I'm the issue.
Yeah,
Maybe,
that's what I'm saying.
maybe
The
I'm
dude
the
is,
issue.
she
That's
wrote
just a
10
joke.
albums about breaking up with dudes for whatever reason. She ain't talked about
Yeah.
one,
One about, like,
breaking off a piece of
How
that sweet
this
thing.
one might have been on me. This one might have been
Could
me.
you imagine if she does that? I think she'll do that one day.
I hope so.
That would be hilarious to be like, now I think it's once her mom maybe pass away or something because her mom's still real big in what she does
Her
or whatever.
dad,
yeah,
her dad's like her manager. or
and then she's
whatever.
like, I can finally release what I want at 45 years old.
She's gonna have a vault of like Prince music. She's gonna turn into like Prince or something. Have a symbol for her name and be like,
It's gonna be like Tupac after he died. Just somehow we have all this music.
yeah, hilarious.
Yeah. Well, we get on. Probably need to end it, don't we?
I guess whatever. We could talk about dumb shit all day.
All day. Yeah,
All day.
Wanted to do something a little different. We didn't have like an actual topic. We just kind of go over some stuff on our minds.
Didn't we
That's
have
pretty
like
fun.
a voicemail though?
Yeah, we do have a voicemail before we go.
Who is it from?
I don't
Is
know.
it from somebody
It's for
that
you.
I know? What?
Yeah, it's for
Who
you.
is
It's
it?
a listener
All right, let me get that queued up here.
coming into.
Nice. I think I probably know who it is. She let the cat out of the bag at trivia on accident.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that's okay. She's awesome.
You go to trivia?
Yeah, dude, I dominate trivia. Morale committee. We got Tuesdays at Pizza King, and then we got Thursdays at Rails. We just won last week at Rails. Even though I tried to gag it away, dude, I made such a brain fart. It was so stupid. I was beating myself up. We still won. It didn't matter.
Is this a league?
No, it's just the Patty Brothers Entertainment. They do like trivia in a couple places in town, and since we're so good at it, we just go all over the places in town.
Clean app.
Yeah, and give me them gift cards. I need them.
Dave and Buster's.
Give me them gift cards. I need them.
All right, here we go with the first voice.
Oh, who is it?
Oh, hi, guys. My name's Liz. Jared, I live next to you. I just wanted to let you guys know. Well, I guess let Jared know. Your tree is beautiful.
Oh,
It's
nice.
so pretty. It
Got a
makes
pretty
me-
tree?
It's like, it's screaming spring right now. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks. Bye.
It is a pretty
Calling
tree.
in to
Wait,
tell you
which-
what kind of tree you got?
Yeah, what kind of tree is she
Is it
talking
the
about?
dogwood?
I think it's a Bradford pear, actually.
Bradford pears. Those are nice trees.
Of course he knows
so
the
it
tree.
blooms like real pretty white in the spring. It gets a bunch of flowery blooms on it.
He's on a couple.
That's why he wins
spring-
trivia.
Yeah.
like listen, dog.
He's-
Oh, that's a spruce.
yeah, of
He
course.
learned about
That's
it
a
in one of
shagbark
his
hickory.
his Reddit groups that he's in. His spring tree Reddit group.
Listen, man, I know a lot of nerd knowledge. That's what I'm
The
about.
thing is, though,
a tree
I
is
mean,
beautiful.
I
though.
do enjoy pretty trees, especially this
Dude,
time
that
of year.
shit
There's some
drives
pretty
me
trees.
crazy around town. I'd be seeing everybody cutting down trees. They cut down every motherfucking tree from Dr. Calhoun's old office
I saw
all the
that.
way down to Coveners.
Damn, really?
Every fucking tree on that road, man.
And if you
all
take
of them.
county line all the way out, They cut the same thing, cut down all the trees.
I'm not even on the side with the power lines.
Why?
I don't know. It
Trees
makes
are
me
awesome.
so. That's what I'm saying. They better be planting some new trees.
Our whole yard, our whole backyard's
That
trees.
shit drives me crazy, bro.
I love 'em.
Go to city council meeting.
I will, by God.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
My dad'll be right there.
It'll be televised.
And that's an episode we got to do. You did some
Yeah,
investigative journalism.
Yeah, they shot
sometime.
that shit down, dude. We'll talk about that
Yeah,
later,
we'll
though,
talk
for
about
sure.
that.
But thanks for calling, Liz. Yeah, my tree is pretty. Yeah, sorry. I know in the fall when the leaves get down, I didn't have a rake last year, so I probably had a bunch of leaves in your yard.
Just
Sorry
get out there
about
and
that.
kick them with your
I
foot.
almost want to follow up with him. Like, a rake's pretty easy to get.
Okay.
I mean, there's Seymour Manufacturing. You can literally go to the manufacturer and just walk in and probably take one.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to rake the leaves, though. Man. Fuck
Just say
shit,
that,
dude.
then.
I don't want to rake no fucking leaves, dude. I hate landscaping. Ain't nobody doing
He
that
went
shit.
to every hardware store. Yeah, they're out.
Well, sorry, no rakes in Seymour.
I don't want the
at
wooden
Walmart
handle.
or
I like
Lowe's
a-
or anywhere.
A
I
nice
like a plastic.
composite.
He didn't like the grip. He's
Yeah.
like, they didn't have any good grip.
Listen, they
ones
didn't
with
have
good
any
grip.
left-handed rakes. Thanks for calling, though, Liz. Yeah.
I think she left another one though.
All right, here we go.
Oh, what? She left another one? Sweet.
Yeah.
Hi, it's Liz again. I just called in. I wanted to let you know, Jared, that as your tree is beautiful, it does make me sneeze. So
Yeah.
it's so pretty. But I know I'll be sneezing soon, and it's your damn fault.
It is.
Okay, bye.
Sorry. Allergies, man.
Yeah. Thanks. I got bad allergies too. The pollen.
The worst.
Wow. She's all about your tree.
Yeah.
She likes my tree.
But thanks for calling in. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I like
appreciate Liz.
stuff
Yeah,
like
Liz
that.
is
Just
sweet.
random calls about
She's
stuff.
awesome.
That's what we want people to do.
Shout out Liz. Shout out
Yeah,
JT.
shout out to you guys. We appreciate you taking part.
Awesome.
So yeah, and for you guys, we appreciate you, and we'll call that a wrap.
Wrap it up, B. Wrap it up. Hit the
Yeah.
wrap the light up.
Yeah, but once again, Facebook, Instagram, you can follow us on there. We got the store on our Facebook page.
Yeah, buy some merch, dog. It's pretty sick. You can hit us up on that voicemail line just like Liz just did, 317-520-3168, or shoot us an email on the World Wide Web. Open up your favorite web browser, themelonpartypod@gmail.
World. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next one.
Catch you on the flippity flop. Peace.